There is a lot to unpack about Cher and her life. Her career has been a fruitful one since the 1960s, and since then it has been full steam ahead. Originally Sherilyn Sarkisian, Cher was a leading lady since childhood, and everyone around her knew that she was going to be a star. And I can talk for hours about all of the achievements, milestones, and stories of Cher, but this is the Oscars Leading Lady series, and we will delve more into her acting career and what makes her a remarkable actress. The goddess of pop was a natural-born performer and leader. She did not go to college, have any training or connections. She dropped out of high school at the age of 16, moved to LA, and made ends meet by working random jobs. Cher was smart and fearless. She was not hesitant to approach those who would help her start her entertainment career. 2 years later, after the big move, in 1962, Cher met Sonny Bono, a performer. They started recording music together and eventually became a couple. By 1965, the couple promoted themselves as the iconic Sonny and Cher singing duo. This was their breakthrough, which led to the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour on CBS in '71. The larger-than-life costumes, set design, and of course sketch comedy proved that Cher was a talented actress on top of being a unique singer. The destruction of Cher's personal life at the beginning of the '70s came hand in hand with her career. Her eventual divorce from Sonny in '75 made the public lose interest in her, and when the two paired up amicably once again in '76 for the Sonny and Cher show, the novelty of them being this spectacular power couple was no more. Plus, the trend of musical variety shows was not in fashion anymore. Thus was the signal for Cher to focus on her career and hers only. Music wasn't doing it for Cher. Her music career was on a decline and it was time to reinvent. The 80s were revolutionary for Cher. She was in her 30s and disappointed with how Hollywood was unimpressed with her couple early unsuccessful films from the 60s. She credits Robert Altman for launching her acting career, a serious acting career. He cast her in the Broadway production of Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean, in 1982. She said, "Without Bob, Robert Altman, I would have never had a film career. Everyone told him not to cast me. I'm convinced that Bob was the only one brave enough to do it." She consequently appeared in the film version of the play in '82. Cher then appeared opposite Meryl Streep, who to this day is a good friend of Cher's, in Silkwood in '83. She recalls that people laughed when her name was showed up on the screen credits at one of the film's previews. But regardless of what some thought of her, she won a Golden Globe for her performance in Silkwood. She said, "I've always taken risks and never worried what the world might really think of me." And more successes followed, like in Mask, Suspect, and The Witches of Eastwick. Although getting lots of praise and recognition for her work on Mask in 1985, she was not nominated for Best Actress the following year at the Oscars. To show her disapproval at the Academy and their choice to omit her from even getting a nomination, she rocked up in pure Cher fabulousness to present one of the awards that night. She showed up in this, a showstopper to say the least. In 1987, Cher appeared in Moonstruck, a role she hesitated to take on, but eventually one that led her to become an Oscar winner. Cher brought magic to the screen, opposite Nicolas Cage, and Best Supporting Actress winner that year too, Olympia Dukakis. Once again, Cher appeared in a more controlled outfit than that of a few years back, but nonetheless nothing short of exquisite at the 1988 awards to accept her statuette. Cher's film career tapered as the years went by, but nonetheless she still appeared in memorable films like Mermaids, Tea with Mussolini, and Burlesque. Cher simultaneously juggles acting and music to this day, and she impresses us with her fervor and fashion, proving that age is just a number. Cher is an icon and a beautiful woman. She famously said, "Until you're ready to look foolish, you'll never have the possibility of being great." Cher's trademark is her extravagant style, her outspoken feminist attitude, and relentless nature. It is hard to ignore her achievements. Her adventurous and quite controversial antics make her a remarkable and real person. She has had a larger-than-life presence since the 60s, which proves her ability to transform and be a trendsetter simultaneously.
I had the idea mostly because the Academy didn't really like me, so I thought they hated the way I dressed, and I had young boyfriends, and they just thought I wasn't serious. So I came out and said, as you can see, I got my handbook on how to dress like a serious actress. Okay, look, I won the Oscar.